Yay. Hi. Good morning. Good morning, Christina. Penelope. Nice. What time is it? Good morning, Val, Christina, Kathy. Nice to see you all. Somebody said had sent me an email. I didn't know what day it was, and I totally am on board for that. I keep kind of waking up and being like, what day is it? So actually what I send out for my schedule, I have printed up. It's on my kitchen counter. It's right in front of my face right now, up on the wall behind my computer. And so I'm like, wait. And yesterday I was talking to my mom, I think it was yesterday, and she's like telling me how, well, we have to go because you have a 12 o'clock class and I don't want to keep you. And I was like, I do? What day is it? And she's like, it's Wednesday. And I'm like, okay, sorry. And then I kind of get all ready, and then I realize it's not Wednesday, it's Thursday. So we had a good giggle at that earlier. Just, hi Lorraine, good morning. Checking in. Yeah, so I think we're all on the same boat as to what day it is. Kind of odd. A little bit of odd. Good. All right. Just letting you all gather. Come, so nice. I love when you check in, of course. Hello. But I understand if you don't want to say hello in the side panel. But it is nice for me to know you're here. Check in. Good. Good morning, Gracie. How are you? Good to see you. Or good to connect with you. Miss you. Oh, it's 10:30 already. My goodness. So, this class today, Friday, Slow Flow, we've done it for quite a few years now at the studio, and again, I'm trying to replicate as much as possible the schedule that I did have at the studio. A little bit of shifts. This one is at 10:30 now instead of 9:30, and it's because I like to sleep in a little bit more. Feels good. So it's about moving slow, moving with the breath, calming the nervous system, calming the mind, and letting go, please, of judgment, right? So we don't need to be in this practice judging ourselves. We're all tight. We all have different body parts that have less mobility. My shoulder, my hip, my knee. I have a couple of illnesses of diabetes and rheumatoid arthritis and all of that each day is different for me. So if I did not start learning loving kindness to myself, I don't think I would be able to, one, be the teacher that I try to be and feel that I am. And two, I just wouldn't be able to feel good about myself as I've now begun to do in my life over these past years, to really to take care of myself, to meet myself where I am and do it with loving kindness. Now that sounds also easy, but it isn't. I have to remind myself to not overdo, or just to feel the breath, or realize that I'm in a pose, and then maybe my whole head is in that conversation I had yesterday with that person, and I'm just kind of tight into it. So I once I realize, it's just let it go, let it just wash off of you, and then come back to the present moment. And present moment, if you know me, is truly about being in loving kindness to myself and to others, and doing the best I can with that. So I want you to remember that as we take these practices today, or any day. This class says gentle, and if you want to add on to it, please do. If you want to take a vinyasa, a chaturanga, upward dog, cobra, if you want to stay in downward dog instead of taking child's pose, these are all up to you. And just keep yourself safe, and just enjoy movement and breath together, right? And these morning classes, I've really also tried to make them, because it's what I need, a little bit of clearing out the fog, right? And allowing myself to have a fresh day, a cleansed day with a fresh attitude each day. So enough said. So as we begin, I'm going to slide back and bring Beanie with me. So find your seat, and you might sit up onto a blanket or a pillow. I have a little meditation cushion here today. And you might bring your legs together into this cross-legged position. It doesn't need to be tight, or you might open them up a little bit. You can also you should probably have some of these props of soups or books or blocks in your little yoga space at home. And just notice how you feel. See if you can just let that body relax into your practice, and give it some time to do this. Just allow it to settle, and just take a moment just to scan yourself, scan the thoughts, scan the physical body where you might be holding tension. And then see if you can settle into letting some of that go. Letting the facial muscles relax, the eyebrows, the eyelids, the temples. Notice that. Let them go. And then come into the lips, the jaw, the tongue. Notice how that is, how that whole space is. And see if you can release some of that. The tongue, maybe you can rest it behind the bottom row of teeth, just to open up the space within the mouth. See if you can separate the teeth. They don't have to touch, they don't need to be gripping. And let the lips soften. And just notice in this practice where you can let go, where you can just be. Relax the shoulders. We're going to just take them up towards the ears a little bit, and then just down the back of the body softly, just that once. And you'll just notice right off that the heart center shoulders open up, that pelvic floor naturally lifts, and that heart begins to open. And just let the thoughts, let them come into this physical body without judgment, but with love, with kindness. And just notice the breath, wherever it is in your body. See if you can just notice how it's flowing through. And begin to expand the breath into the belly with that inhale and into the ribs and up into the heart center. And just try and peak at the top. So take that. And then with the exhale, begin to draw that breath out and draw the belly in. But let all the air go out. And then again, inhale. Begin to lift up with that breath. And with the exhale, see if you can exhale, just slow and calm, but all the breath out, so it's still slow. Belly draws in. Inhale, begin to let that breath rise up. And then exhale, let that breath flow back out. All the way out, belly draws in. And a few more rounds, just follow it. And that exhale. And begin to feel the breath as you settle into it. And let it go into your neck and shoulder blades and rib cage. Kind of feeding the body, as I like to say. Exhale. And the belly button draws in. Good. Find that breath. Just even. Don't judge it if you're struggling and your mind says you're doing this wrong. Let go of that. That only creates tension, and we don't need that. We need to release, come into our bodies, observing ourselves with loving kindness. And bring these hands together at your heart center, palms together, thumbs rest onto your chest, Anjali Mudra, and then just sit a little taller. Wherever you are, you could be in a chair, you could be sitting on the couch or on the floor like me, whatever it is, just sit a little taller. Take the shoulders again, draw them down the back of the body, and take an inhale, and exhale out through the mouth. 2 more like that. Inhale. Open the mouth out through the back of the throat. 1 more. Just feel the breath. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale. Come together for Om. From here, take these legs, so if you have them crossed, you might just uncross them and then bring them into the other side. So just to give them a little break if your knees are feeling tight. You don't have to, so whatever feels right. And then just sitting tall here, we're going to take these arms, we're going to reach them out to the side, and these palms are going to face kind of towards me. And then just let the shoulders and arms kind of reach slightly behind as you open up the front of the shoulders. Now, we have the tendency to lift up towards the ears. Let the shoulders melt down. Yeah, get that beautiful length in the neck. Consciously bring that length into the neck. Good. 1 more breath here. That exhale, opening up that heart a little bit. Good. Inhale, take the arms up towards the sky. Get that nice reach. Hook the thumbs here. Exhale. Good. Take another breath. Inhale. And just draw that belly button in gently with the exhale. Nice long spine. Inhale. And then exhale over to the right. Doesn't need to be big. We're going to take 3 breaths here. Inhale. Feel that all along the left side of the body. Exhale. And you can relax the gaze, maybe taking it down. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more breath, just inhale. Stay for that exhale. And then inhale, take this right hand, bring it down onto the earth, and exhale a little bit deeper. So let that right elbow bend a little bit. Feel that nice stretch along the whole left side of the body. And just breathe into it and breathe out of it. A little bit of that movement. Just find that space. Good. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Feels good. Inhale, take this left arm up to the sky. Wrap it into your lower back, palm facing out. Good. Take another inhale, draw the belly button in, and open your chest up. Yeah, let the shoulders relax down the back of the body. You can even lift out of those right fingertips a little bit. And just take another breath there. Inhale and exhale. Nothing forceful. Inhale, draw the belly button in, and exhale. Good. And then from here, take an inhale, sweep this arm back up. And again, just exhale over to the right. Love it. Inhale, take this arm up. And bring the other arm to fall. And exhale, hands come back to that heart center. Just bow in to that space, just finding kindness to yourself as we move with breath. Gently slow movements as we open up our bodies. Good. Take another inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Get that nice big reach. Exhale when you arrive, draw the belly in. Good. Hook the thumbs opposite hook. Take a nice inhale, staying here. And again, lift the belly button in and up as you exhale. Take another inhale, and then slowly take this over to the left. It doesn't need to be big. Just feel the space coming into the right side of the body for 2 more breaths. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Good, take that next inhale. And with the exhale, bring that left hand down onto the earth. Inhale again. And then exhale, come into the side stretch. So keeping that right sit bone melting down into the earth and just feeling that right rib cage open all the way up. Feel the stretch to the fingertips. Gaze can go down or up or a little bit of both. Just feel your body, this practice of yoga going inward, observing yourself with loving kindness. Good, 1 more breath here. Beautiful, take this right arm, sweep it up, and then exhale if you can, hand into the lower back, palm facing out. Kind of reach out of those left fingertips, draw the belly in, and take a little twist here. Not a huge twist, just opening up the heart. Shoulders melt away from the ears. Should feel good. Good, feel the breath, don't overdo. Exhales, kind of lift your chest. Good, 1 more. Beautiful, inhale, sweep this right arm up. And again, exhale, just reach it over. Love it. Inhale, come up. Both arms reach to the sky. And exhale, bring those hands back to your heart center. Just finding that space for you, that loving kindness. 1 more breath here. Good. So from here, we're going to take and uncross these legs. And we're going to move to hands and knees, tabletop position. So you might take, if you're sitting on a cushion, you might slip that away. Or if you have a blanket and you want it under your knees, then do that as well. So from here, just let the hands spread, let the knees come underneath your hips. Kind of get that activity of really opening up the palms of the hands. I really love to get space into those hands. And then just find a little bit of that kind of external rotation. So kind of almost turning the front of the elbows, kind of turning that towards the front of your mat a little bit. I know it sounds odd, but it kind of takes the shoulders away from the ears and down the back of the body. From here, we're going to move into cow pose. Lifting the chest and lifting the tail, and belly button kind of reaches down towards the earth. Shoulders melt away from the ears. Take a breath, inhale. Stay with it for the exhale. Take a nice inhale. And then very slowly leading with the tailbone as you tuck it under, we're going to roll through into cat. And just find this first cat. Take a few breaths there. Pushing out of the hands, kind of tucking the chin, drawing the belly button in, tucking the tail. Take another breath, inhale. Push out of the hands, exhale. Good. Inhale slowly, leading with a cow. Come back to that cow pose. Lift the chest, open up that heart. And then move with 1 breath. Exhale, rounds us back into that cat. Inhale, come back to that cow. So again, shoulders move away from the ears. I did actually sound like a cow there. And then exhale, not on purpose. Come into that cat. Good. Few more rounds. Inhale to that cow. Beautiful. Exhale, rounding to that cat. Good. One more. Inhale. Should feel good. Exhale. Keep it in the sweetness of the practice, right? The sweetness of the movement of the body. Now this time, come back to neutral. We're going to curl the toes under. If you know me, I love to work on the hands and the feet. I think it's so important, and especially if we're not walking as much as we normally do. I want us to curl those toes under and then just sit back a little bit. So just find what's sweet for you, right? So if your knees bother you, you might not go so far. Doesn't matter, so just keep yourself safe. Don't judge the space, right? And then just massage there a little bit, sending the sit bones a little bit side to side, melting down to the heels. Hands can stay out in front, and you might even take it a little bit deeper and let the chest begin to melt, or you might bring the forearms down onto the earth. Again, manage your shoulders, take care of yourself. Wherever you are, let the head go. Good. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Beautiful. And then very slowly, we're going to come back up to that tabletop, hands and knees. We're going to release the toes, bringing the tops of the feet down onto the earth. And you can always tap the feet onto the earth. I don't anymore because it gets the dogs barking. So, but if you can, do it. I just don't want to get the whole pack going. They think somebody's here. So from here, we're going to take and bring the knees wide, and we're going to slide into child's pose today. So the toes can come towards each other and knees wide, or you can always keep the knees a little bit more underneath you. So whatever feels right. And just like we did, but not with the toes curled under, we're going to sit back into this. Oh my goodness, it feels good. And just let your body slowly drape down. So again, arms might be out in front and you get a big stretch into the armpits, chest, and shoulders, or just bring the forearms down to the earth a little bit more and just take it a little closer. Wherever you are, see if you can begin to melt the chest, the forehead, down towards the earth. See if you can connect down towards the earth, letting the muscles into the back of the body go. As they open up, there's this nice stretch into the lower back, outer hips, outer thighs, and inner thighs. Good. 2 more breaths here. Stay connected. Feel the inhales, feel the exhales. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Now from here, we're going to take and walk these hands over to the right. So again, this is personal, how your body feels. You can always take that left arm and reach it a little bit longer and get a deeper stretch into that left side. Or if you have a shoulder issue or it just doesn't feel right, then just bend that elbow a little bit more. Wherever you are, just melt into it. Honor your body, honor your practice. Tap into the sweetness, let go of negativity and judgment. Let's not live there. Let's change that. Here's this time in our lives we can really look deeply at ourselves, how we want to live, how we want to be. And I surely do not want to live in negativity, judgment to myself. 1 more breath here. Feel the sweetness into the left side of the body. Love it. And then just slowly walk the hands back so you're in a neutral spine here. Take a breath, inhale, and exhale. Now from here, we're just going to come up, not for very long. Bring the knees a little bit closer together. And we're going to just come forward so the shoulders come over the hips, the wrists a little bit, and the belly button draws in. Take a breath there, inhale. Good, and then just slowly slide back towards that child. Again, you might open the knees up a little bit, toes might come together, and then melt back down as we just gently, fluidly connected, open up this body. And then from here, let the hands walk over to the left. Same thing. That right arm might reach extra long if that feels good to you, but not forceful. You might keep it a little more bent and let the head go. All of us just releasing into that sweetness. Just 2 more breaths here. Each exhale, just allowing you to let go of something. 1 more breath. Beautiful. And then from here again, walk these hands back to center. And then very slowly, we're going to come back up. Knees come back underneath you. Keep the hands a little bit more out in front of you. You'll just notice how my hands and shoulders are not in a line now. But as we come forward, which we're all doing, the shoulders naturally come over the wrists. Take a nice breath here. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Sit back towards your child, but not as far. Keep the hips a little bit higher. Knees might be a little bit closer together. Bring the hands a little bit wider, and we're going to move into puppy dog. So again, my dog's looking at me like, what? So the hands might be a little bit wider, but really watch your shoulders. So if you have shoulder things, bring the forearms down, right? Modify, modify, modify. Good. Chest is kind of reaching for the earth, but I'm really tight in my shoulders, so I'm just finding that sweet balance. Good. Feeling this into the arms, into the heart, into the shoulders. 1 more breath. Beautiful. And then slowly again, sliding up, but the hands are out in front of you, right? And then slowly slide back to that knee down plank. Shoulders come over the wrists. This time, we're going to take and bend the elbows and lower down all the way. Good. Push into the tops of the feet. And then lift your chest, open it up. First cobra here, heart is open. Shoulders down the back of the body. Feel that breath. Exhale to lower. Good. Again, inhale, lift the chest. Doesn't need to be huge. Heart is forward. Exhale to lower. Good. 1 more. Inhale, Bhujangasana, cobra pose. Exhale to lower. Inhale as if you're going to lift to that cobra, but push back, hands and knees, tabletop position. Good. Now, from here, we're going to curl those toes under. We're going to move into a downward dog, and if downward dog is not your thing, then just come back to sort of a child's pose or a puppy dog pose, and just get some length in the spine, right? So wherever it is for you, that's what you want to honor. I'm going to curl my toes under and then lift the knees and bring the feet a little bit wider and just pedal out here. So just let the hips shift side to side. Excuse me, princess. Yeah, let the knees bend a little bit. And really important, especially for me, I hold all my attention to my shoulders in my breath. Let the shoulders soften down the back of the body a little bit. Take your inhales and exhales. And again. Good. Now for all of us, we're going to make our way to the front of the mat. So however that is for you, or if you're coming with me, just take and make some small steps, finding your way to the front of the mat. Keeping the feet a little bit wider again, find that half lift. Hands can come to the shins or to the thighs. The spine is long. And then melt into a forward fold. But watch, my knees are nice and bent. I want the spine to open up. I want the shoulders and neck, all of that to kind of expand and bring space into it. Maybe take opposite elbows. Let the head go. Draw that belly button in a little bit. And shift the weight side to side. Should feel sweet. Love it. Good. Take a nice inhale. Let the arms release with the exhale. And then from here, again, slide the hands shins or thighs, lengthen the spine, shoulders down the back of the body. That neck is extra long, should feel good. Sit bones reaching behind. Take a breath, inhale. Beautiful, and again, fold into that forward fold as you exhale, let the head go. Good, now from here, see if you can take opposite elbows that you took before. It'll feel uncomfortable and unnatural. Just play with that for a second. I always challenge that mental space. And then exhale when it comes again, letting the shoulder girdle go. So imagine each vertebrae opening off each other, creating space into the spine, into the shoulder girdle, into the neck. Shift the weight, relax the toes. Try not to grip so much into the toes. Feels really good today. One more breath. Beautiful, find that inhale. Exhale, release the arms. Maybe there's a little more space coming slowly to the body. Half lift as you inhale. Beautiful, exhale again. And then from here, we're gonna root to rise, coming up to Urdhva Hastasana. Take the arms out to the side, push into the feet, engage the inner thighs. And then from here, sweep the arms up to the sky. Get that nice reach. Beautiful, hands come to your heart center. Inhale again, sweep up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Bow in. One more, inhale, up. Reaching through the side body. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Love it. Inhale, sweep up. Hook the thumbs again and exhale over to the right. Get that stretch into the left side of the body. You can always shift your feet a little bit. Find what's right. Draw the belly in and out. Take that stretch. One more breath. Inhale. And then exhale. Love it. Inhale. Come back up. But this time, swan dive forward as you exhale. Beautiful. Half lift. Lengthens your spine. Melt and release. Forward fold. Good, and again, root to rise, coming all the way back up to the sky, reaching nice and long, and hands come to your heart center as you exhale. Inhale, sweep up. Good, and again, exhale. Each time you sweep up, open up the heart. Inhale. And exhale. Last time. Inhale, open up. And then exhale, warming up the arms. Inhale, reach up, hook the thumbs, but switch the hook again. And exhale over to the left. Feels good. Inhale. And exhale. Zip up the inner thighs. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale, come back up, release, fold forward again. Exhale, all the way down. Half lift, Ardha Uttanasana, hands to the shins or the thighs. Melt again down into this forward fold. We're going to bring our feet a little bit wider still, so maybe wider than hip distance. And if you have a prop, like a book or a block or a can of tomatoes, you might bring that in here. I'm going to do it from this side. We're going to place that prop between the hands, between the feet, and I'm not going to use it just in case some of you don't have that prop. And so that left hand will come down onto the earth or the prop. And we're going to take this right hand, sweep it up to the side, and pause there. Draw the belly button in, and then turn this palm into the lower back, palm facing out, sorry. And then begin to bend the left knee a little bit and take a twist to the right. So I'm twisting towards you. Feel this nice big juicy stretch of the back of my right leg. Belly button draws in. Heart opens. One more breath. Beautiful. And then slowly just sweep this right hand back down. Now, take a half lift. And melt. Good. Right hand to the earth or a prop between your foot. And then slowly left hand reaches out to the side. Hold it for a moment. And then wrap that palm facing out, hand into the lower back. Bend that right knee a little bit. Draw the belly in and take a twist to the left. breath. Doesn't need to be huge. Feel the energy up the back of the left leg. Relax the shoulders. One more breath. Beautiful. And then slowly coming back to that forward fold. Half lift. Mount Uttanasana. And then heel, toe, the feet back underneath you. Maybe 2 fists separating distance. And then from here, we're going to take this right foot. We're going to step it back. Good. And then as we do, bring that right knee down to the earth. You can release the toes if you like. From here, take the hands, bring them up to your left knee. Focus. Stack the shoulders over the hips, right? So gaze is out in front. Slight tuck of that pelvic floor. So lift of the pelvic floor, tuck of the tail, lift of the pubic bone. You'll immediately feel a nice juicy stretch into the front of that right hip. Gaze out in front. Open the heart. 2 more breaths here. Inhales. Just find the breath. Exhale. Don't judge it. Inhale. And that exhale. Beautiful. From here, slowly sweep the arms up to the sky. Take your breath. Inhale. Good. And that exhale. Now from here, hook the thumbs again. We're going to keep that theme. And then just exhale a little bit over to the left. Doesn't need to be big. So sometimes we overdo this. I don't want you to overdo it. I just want you to find that sweet stretch. Good. One more breath. And then coming back up, we're going to take this right hand, cross it to the outside of that left knee. Left hand, wrap it into your lower back, palm facing out. Inhale. Twist to the left, draw that belly button in, open up the chest, exhale. One more breath, that's it. Good. And then slowly bring the hands back down onto the earth. Yes, should feel nice. Nice little break there. And then this right hand, it can be onto the mat, or you might have that prop underneath the hand. We're going to take a little twist from here. Taking a nice inhale, bring that left hand palm facing out into the lower back. Again, draw the belly in, lengthen. Take a little twist here. Let that left knee stay kind of drawing in to that center line of your body. One more breath. Good. And then slowly the hands come back down to the earth. Good. From here, lift the right knee up. Good. This time, step forward. Find that half lift. Beautiful. Melt and release. Should feel good. And Rutaraj coming all the way out and up to the sky. Exhale, bring the hands to your heart center. And just pause there. It's just one side. Take a breath. Come back to that loving kindness, that goodness to yourself. Bringing in fresh energy, fresh thoughts in this time here, right? Good. Sweep the arms up to the sky. Get that nice big inhale. Soften the knees. This time, exhale, fold forward. Half lift. Good. And then from here, we're going to step that left leg back, right? So that left foot is back. And we're going to bring that knee down to the earth. Toes can be released if you like. That's always a personal option, right? Take a nice breath here. And then slide the hands up to that right knee and just lift your chest up. Find the balance. You might take a moment to find that. Shoulders over the hips, right? And there's a slight tuck of the tail again. Lift of the pubic bone. You'll feel that nice juicy stretch coming immediately into that left hip. Good. Focus. And then take these arms, reach them up to the sky, and let those shoulders relax away from the ears. And then hook the thumbs again, switch the hook. Let it feel awkward, right? Notice how that feels. And then take this a little bit over to the right. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath. Inhale, lift the belly button in and up. Exhale. Good, now come up a little bit. And then take this left hand across to the outside of that right knee, and right hand reaches behind, palm out. Inhale. Draw the belly in, a little bit of a twist as you exhale. Relax the shoulders. One more breath. Exhale. Love it. Now, as you unravel, bring these hands back down either side of that right foot. And then just pause here. We're going to, again, come into that twist. So you might bring a prop down underneath that left hand if you like. Good. And then this right hand, we're going to just take it, sweep it out a little bit, turn the palm, and bring that hand into the lower back. Draw the belly in and take a little twist, right? It doesn't need to be huge. Take it where you need it. Take it where you want it. Draw the belly in. Open up the heart. Right knee drawing in towards the center line instead of splaying out. Good. And then here we go, out of it. Releasing the hands down to the mat. Good. And this time, again, we're going to lift that left knee up. And then find your way to step forward. Good. Lengthen out. And melt. Uttanasana. Should feel good. Take your breath here. Just a nice pause. 2 more breaths. Each exhale, just letting you kind of drape there a little bit more. 1 more breath. Good. Now, from here, we're going to take our time, but we're going to take and root all the way back up. Reach for the sky again. Open up the heart. And then from here, we're going to take a little bit of a cactus arm, but open the chest up, draw the belly in, and just feel the space coming into the front of the shoulders. 1 more breath. The exhale kind of lifting you up. Good. Inhale back up to the sky. And then exhale, fold forward, nice and slow. Half lift, lengthens you long. And then this time, we're going to step this right foot back. And we're going to walk round and come so that we're kind of wide stance with our feet. My head is facing towards you, the tail. I want you to reach it nice and long behind you. I'll show you from the side. Yeah, so you're kind of up onto your fingertips, or maybe even sliding a prop underneath. You feel some nice energy. Back of legs, toes are turning in a little bit, not out. Take another breath here. Beautiful. And then with the exhale, let yourself come into that forward fold again. And I offer, you might take the hands and kind of bring them behind the legs anywhere, or even the outer edges of the feet, or even a yogi toe lock. Just let yourself drape here, not forceful. Taking 3 more breaths. Feel the inhales and the exhales. Relax the neck and shoulder girdle. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And that exhale. Perfect. Now, from here, very slowly bend the knees a little bit. Bring the hands to the hip crease and then come up. Take your time, eyes open. I don't need you to get dizzy, too dizzy. Good. Beautiful. Find that space. Feet are wide. So from here, we're going to turn the left toes out, and we're going to move into that warrior 2. Getting that nice space, that openness of the hips, and a little bit of that tuck of the tail. Good. Take your breath there. Inhales and exhales. Good. Inhale and exhale. Gaze can be out over those fingertips. 1 more breath, building some strength into these legs. Good. Now, from here, we're going to take this right arm and we're going to just sweep it down, and we're going to come, that back foot is going to shift a little bit to a warrior 1 foot. So the toes turn in, that toes turn into about, 10 o'clock or so. That that left knee over that left foot. Open up the heart. Take your breath. Now from here, take a nice inhale, and the same thing, just come into a little bit of that cactus arm, where the chest lifts, the arms open, don't overdo. Feel the belly drawing in, the heart opening. One more breath. Find the balance, relax the toes. Beautiful, take this back up. And then open back up to your warrior two. So shifting that back foot, gaze back over the left fingertips. Take your breath. Good. Come back up. Lengthen the leg. Turn those left toes in. And then come back to your warrior two on the other side. So as you do, just feel the heart opening. Taking that right knee over the right toes. Feel, again, a little bit of a tuck of that tail, lift of the pubic bone. And these thighs, there's external rotation, a nice stretch into the hips. Good. Take another breath. And again, just building focus and strength, kindness and love. Good. Now, we're just going to move here. So that just kind of silly move into warrior one. Just let that right arm kind of reach down. Kind of shift that back foot so it'll step in a little bit. The toes will kind of come forward a little bit. Take a nice inhale, that right knee over the left, over the right ankle. Good, take another breath. And then with the exhale, just begin to open this up again. Just feel that heart opening. Should feel good. Inhales and exhales. Beautiful. Now, from here, we're going to take these arms up to the sky this time. And we're going to step forward, slow and controlled, and hands to your heart center. Exhale into it. Now feel the whole body. You should feel some good energy, also some relief that you're kind of standing now in Tadasana. All the feet kind of connecting and rooting into the earth as your crown of head reaches nice and tall. Take your breath. One more here. Bow into that sweetness. Just let your head go to your heart. Feel that nice stretch at the back of the neck. One more breath. Beautiful. Inhale, just lift your head. Exhale out. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Fold forward, exhale, Uttanasana. Half lift, hands slide to the shins. Planting the hands and step back. Find your downward dog, and if you like, here's your option to come through that little flow, plank, chaturanga, whatever it is for you. You can also come into puppy dog or child pose here. You don't need to stay with this downward dog, but we are going to take breaths. We're going to stay for 3 more breaths, either in the child or in the downward dog. Inhales and exhales. Soft and relax. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And then exhale. Beautiful. Take a nice inhale. And if you're in that dog, exhale. Bring the knees slowly down to the earth. Release these toes. And all of us slide down into that child's pose. However it is for you. Arms might stay long, or you might bring them, wrap them closely in. Whatever feels right. Sit down into this. Let the back of the body relax. One more breath. Love it. And then just slowly coming back up, hands and knees, tabletop. We're going to bring ourselves around, finding a seated position. Good. Nice little beanie. Good. And as you find your seated position, take and bring the soles of the feet together into Baddha Konasana. Yeah, sitting nice and tall here. Yeah, let the knees melt towards the earth, right? So just feel that, those inner thighs. You can take, just to start, take the pointer finger, middle finger, wrap them around the big toes. Take a nice inhale. And exhale, let the shoulders melt and heart open a little bit. That's our breath there for 2 more. Inhale. Lift the heart as you exhale. Let the knees relax. Again, inhale. And then exhale. Beautiful. From here, we're going to take that right leg and we're going to bring it out to the side, toes turning up towards the sky, and this left foot to the inner thigh. So we've done a little bit of this shape these last couple classes, so just continuing a little bit to open up our hips and our spine. We're going to take this right hand down to the inside of that leg. This left hand first, just bring it to your hip, draw the belly button in, and then take that little twist. We found some of this earlier. Just open up that heart. Should feel good. Yeah, just feel the neck long. And then take this left hand, sweep it up to the sky, and then reach it over. Good. See if you can keep the chest open instead of kind of rounding over. We're opening up. You can always bend that elbow, that right elbow, or not, right? It doesn't matter. One more breath. Beautiful. Now, from here, take this left arm, sweep it up. Palm comes into hand comes into the lower back, palm facing out. Draw the belly in, and then open this up again. Good. Feel the belly, feel the heart, feel the side of the body. Beautiful. And then sweep that left arm back up again. Beautiful. Reach it over again. Love it. And then slowly just come back up. Nice. And just feel that whole left side of the body. We're going to take this right arm, reach it up to the sky, and then cross it over to the outside of that left knee. Push through that right heel, so get some energy into that right leg, and then lift and take a little twist, right? Lift the belly button in and out, twisting, opening up the heart, relaxing into it, pushing gently through that right heel. One more breath. Beautiful, and then come back through to center. Nice, so all that spinal movement, all these yummy space coming to the legs as we switch. Take that left leg out to the side and that right foot to the inside of that thigh. There's a nice angle of that left leg. Sit nice and tall. Left hand comes to the inside. That right hand, just take it to the waist at first. Root to rise, so get a little bit of space into the hips, and then open up the chest to the right. See if you can relax that right knee. Inhale and exhale. Good. One more breath. Beautiful. Take this right hand, sweep it up to the sky, and then just begin to reach it over. Good. You can always bend that left elbow if you like, or keep that arm a little bit longer. It doesn't matter. Just relax the neck and shoulder muscles. They have the tendency to get really tight. It doesn't need to be a deep, kind of low stretch. Feel a nice activity coming into the right side of the body. 2 more breaths here. Just nice, even exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Now take this right hand, sweep it up, and then bring that hand into the lower back, palm facing out. Draw the belly button in and up. Open up that heart. Relax the shoulders as you exhale. Sweetness, inhale. Not forcefulness, exhale. Let go of negativity. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep this arm back up. And one more time, exhale into that stretch. Feels good. Beautiful. Inhale, come back up. Both arms just release down alongside. Notice how you feel. Feels good into the hips. Take this left arm, sweep it up to the sky, and then cross it to the outside of that right knee. Left hand comes behind. Lift on an inhale, and twist on an exhale. Push through that left heel a little bit, so you get some nice kind of activity up the inside of that left leg. Relax the shoulders. One more breath. Beautiful. And then slow, come back through. Bending that left leg. We're going to make our way down, just coming down onto your lower back here. So just find your way down slow. And when you arrive, just rock the knees gently side to side. Just Relaxing again, lower back and hips, balancing out that spine, that heart. Good. Nice. And then just let the feet come back to neutral. So the soles of the feet onto the earth. We're just going to tuck the heels in a little bit so they're a little closer, kind of somewhat under the knees, but not too forced, please. And then I want the heels to be in line with the sit bones or those hip bones right in front. And then imagine you're kind of holding a block between the knees. So that's the energy of the inner thighs. Palms come down alongside you. And remember those, I call it the psoas or the front of the hip muscles that we found when we were in the lunge and we kind of tucked our tail under and lift our pubic bone? Then we're going to work into that space with this bridge pose. So slowly push down into the feet and just kind of peel your back off the earth, right? And then as you do, you're going to begin to feel space come into the front of the hips. But then from here, we're going to take those sit bones and we're going to tuck them up behind the knees, right? And then feel that juicy openness come to the front of the body. And just feel the activity as you push out of the feet, the muscles into the back of the body. The belly button draws in, and just keep the sit bones tucking up behind the knees. Yes, one more breath. Beautiful. And then exhale when it comes. Slowly roll your spine down. So it should feel sweet, it should feel good when you arrive. Nice. Good. And then just one more like that. So slowly peel off of the mat. Pushing into the feet, lifting the belly button in and up. Good. And then when you find that sort of edge, we're going to go a little deeper by tucking the sit bones up behind the knees, and you'll just feel this nice stretch into the front of the hips, energies of the inner thighs and quads. One more breath here. And lower back down. Really nice. Should feel good. Beautiful. From here, just last little bit of floor work. That right ankle is going to come over that left knee. And you can stay here, or you can take the hands, slide them behind that left thigh or knee, and draw the legs in. So after those bridge poses, I always feel it's really nice to get that nice stretch of the hip. Heart opens, neck is long. So again, you might have this left foot down onto the earth, yeah, or you might have it lifted up. I see some hearts flying on the screen. I love it. Thank you. Good. And just feel that nice stretch into the hip. The exhales, if your legs are drawn in, you might feel you can draw in a little deeper and then soften and release. One more breath. Feels really good. Good. And then bring that left foot down if it's lifted. And draw this right knee into your chest, giving it a hug. Perfect. Right foot comes down onto the earth. And we're going to take this left ankle, cross it over that right knee. Same thing. So just let it open, and you might stay here with the foot down on the earth, or slide the hands behind that right knee and draw it in. Yeah, notice the difference in sides. I have a big difference in sides here. Just take a few breaths here, wherever you are, foot on the earth or legs lifted up, whichever feels right. 2 more breaths. The exhales, you might draw in a little bit more. 1 more breath. Beautiful. And then from here, when you're ready, just bring that right foot back down to the earth. Yeah, draw that left knee in for a moment. Give it a hug. And then bring that foot down to the earth. Rock the knees again. Nice. Good. And we did a lot of twists in our practice today, just kind of twisting out negativity. It's the way I look at it, and bringing in fresh. So for our final pose, if you'd like to take another twist, you're welcome to, or you might come into that happy baby, drawing the knees into the chest a little bit, opening them a little wider. You can stay there, or you can find the outer or inner edges of the feet and just let the backs of the thighs or the front of the thighs melt down towards the earth. So it might look like this, it might look like this, it might look like this, whatever feels good. Or you might be taking a twist or two, that's up to you. Just in this happy baby, just let the lower back kind of melt down to the earth. We have the tendency to lift the back up. I want you to take in the happy baby pose, belly button to spine, and spine down into the earth. Open up the heart. We opened up our shoulders today as well, so should be able to kind of melt them away from the ears. One more breath here. Exhale. Beautiful. Bring the knees back into the chest, gives them that hug. And then slide the soles of the feet down onto the earth. And then begin to extend the legs long. So you can always bring a blanket underneath, behind the knees, underneath the knees if you like. And just allow the lower back to open up, the shoulder blades to open up. Palms can come down alongside your body. And just take a sweet breath here and inhale through the nose. A nice exhale out through the mouth into Shavasana. And just let yourself be here just for a few moments together, just releasing, just being, feeling the goodness of your practice. And feeling the goodness of who you are, right? That effort to show up for self, that self-care, letting go of negativity, negative thoughts, judgment to ourselves. Let go of the critic, please. And just be into the sweetness of you. Let your body soften into the earth. Listen and feel the breath as it just flows softly in and out. And then slowly bend the knees. You might rock them a little bit side to side, just gentle. And feel the goodness of your body. And then just take the knees over to the side. You can just melt there for a moment into that fetal position. Good. And then slowly beginning to reach yourself up, finding your seat. Sitting nice and tall. Feel your body. Feel your practice. Feel the goodness. Bringing the hands to your heart center. And just bow into yourself. Bow into this honoring of you. this kindness, letting go of that negative conversation we have with ourselves, letting go of it over and over again. Take a nice inhale as you lift your head. Exhale out through the mouth. And inhale together for Om. And as we bow to that sweetness inside of us, we bow to each other for all the sweetness inside of them. Namaste. Thank you so much, yogis. I needed that. Good Friday morning practice. Nice, gentle, slow movements. So grateful. Thank you. There's chair yoga here on Facebook at 12 o'clock. And at 4 o'clock, I'm doing on Zoom a half-hour beginner meditation practice, which we've been doing, which I love. So if you'd like to join, send me an email, let me know, and I'll send you the link to the Zoom class. Thank you. Love the hearts. Thank you, yogis. Enjoy this day. Stay warm.